Hey, this is Drunk with Friends, it's your girl V.
And this is Willis.
And we're back for another episode 9, I believe. Woo. Yeah, and we have Mr. Rome in the building from Roman Wings, all the way from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, straight from my hood. What you talking about? Let's go ahead, Mr. Rome. What's up, man?
What's going on? How you?
Hey, man, I'm so happy right now. Like, y'all don't even understand. You know, it's always something when you still have relationships with people that you grew up with. Right. And I mean, high school, church, just being outside on the streets acting a fool as kids, and walking around the corner, getting hoagies and subs, like everything. And it's just a blessing to me to still have that connection. And then you come on my show, not to mention you have your own business. Yes. Let me tell you guys, y'all need to go follow him. I'm going to make sure he plug all his information and all that good stuff on the audio. But my man be cooking, okay? He even bought us some wings.
Hey, too.
Look.
Can't come down here and not bring nothing.
I'm just saying, guy opens the door, when it's shut. My stuff been growling, I can't wait. But anyway, like, tell us a little bit about your business before we go ahead and get started.
So I got a catering company. I started out cooking. It's funny, because I started out cooking because it was just a way to get girls. Like, no lie.
Wow, okay.
There's no lies. Yeah, no lies, it's no lies. I had like a little Shih Tzu, lived in Linwood Gardens. That's right. All right. I can cook a little bit. Got a dog. It's a little cute dog. It's gonna be a chick magnet. That's how it started.
Whoa.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, man. That makes sense.
All right. Before I attack that, guys.
Don't treat me like that.
I will get to that. Guys, if this is your first time tuning in, we have a couple rules. We always start with a shot. We always end off with a shot. If either one of us loses in the game of drunk games, which you will tune in and listen to later, they have to take a shot. If anybody's phones go off with volume, they have to take a shot. With that being said, let's get ready to hear this ridiculous story from Rome with a good shot.
All right.
Cheers, guys. Cheers. Hey.
That's too smooth.
That's Avion for you, man.
Yeah.
All right, so you was doing it to get some girls.
That's how it started.
Okay.
Didn't end that way, but that was how it started. And then it just went from a point like it started out, me doing that, and then I wasn't working. So because I wasn't working, it's like, all right, now you got to turn this into like a stream of income.
Right.
So I was literally flipping unemployment checks to pay my rent.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So if you
talk about a hustle,
right? So if you're from Philly, you know how Linwood Gardens is now. But when you were younger,
okay, y'all, I'm gonna be hyped the whole episode because
it was worse.
Linwood Gardens,
listen. But I mean, I always like watch my mom and stuff like that, like while she was cooking, and then it's just like I think I did a dinner sale, and I hate barbecue sauce, so I created my first sauce. What was it? Honey garlic sauce, and I put like a little bit of souffle cups and just sent it out to like everybody with the platter. I got like a lot of feedback back. And I'm like, all right, maybe I might be onto something.
Okay.
And then I just like, let me try to do dinner sales, do stuff like that. And then I was like, all right, I want to get a food truck. Then get the food truck. So I'm like, all right, let's scale back. Do you want a food truck? Do you want a business? Do you want? I mean, not a business. Do you want a food truck? Or you want to build it? So if I ain't get my food truck by the time I was 30, I was picking a different goal. I just feel like if you set goals,
right,
put a timeline on them, and then you just go somewhere else with it.
Right.
32, still have neither, but I'm closer.
Hey, nothing happens the way we expect it to.
I'm closer. I just started grinding. The hardest part for me was the advertisement though. Like you gotta advertise yourself differently from everybody else. So I'll take my wings for example that y'all gonna taste later.
Yes, we are. Shoot, I might even do it on camera, man.
What happens is you go to get any type of wing, right?
Right.
They take the wing, they flash fry it. It's all grease. They douse it in sauce.
Right.
All you taste is the sauce.
Right.
But nobody really thinks about that, right? Nobody thinks about that.
Right.
Oh, these wings are good. Cool, no problem. I season mine lightly, sometimes heavily, whatever. Like if I have like a spicier sauce, the wing would be like kind of like mild.
Right.
But if I have like a sweet sauce, then the wing itself is always spicy. But you can still taste like its flavor on the actual wings. So,
there's layers to this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a science.
Okay.
So that's why I just separate myself, make myself different in terms of that. But yeah.
Alright, I'm so excited to eat, y'all. Y'all don't even understand.
Right.
Like I said, we're going to definitely plug in his information. So if you want any catering service, I'm pretty sure he do not mind coming back to the DMV.
Nope.
You can come out here and get some wings, order. But make sure y'all support, spread word. You know how we are on this podcast. We support all black businesses. We support all minority businesses, women-owned businesses, all the good stuff. Not saying we don't support anybody else. I'm just saying we're really heavy. We're real heavy. Yeah, we're real heavy on our own. With that being said, let's get into some topics, okay?
All right.
Are you ready?
Yep.
It's the room. All right, so with that being said, let's do a quick update. Of course, you guys know COVID-19 is still present, and there's debates of vaccine, yay or nay, all that good stuff. Let's talk about, I think last week we talked about how Delta, they are basically saying they're going to raise their wages, raise their health care premiums, because if they're not vaccinated, they feel like that they're going to have to get weekly COVID checks. Now they're saying that, not Delta, now some employers are saying that if you are refusing to get the vaccine, if you get fired, you may not qualify for unemployment. So it's like, yo, you're not getting a bag regardless. Like, I mean, it's not funny, but I'm just saying, like, you're not getting a bag regardless. You're getting fired because the new mandate in this job. Let's say you work for Rite Aid. Let's just say Rite Aid. I have nothing against Rite Aid, but let's say Rite Aid say all of my employees underneath have to get the vaccine because you're there helping them with their prescriptions, their medicine, their holes, whatever. And then someone says, no, I'm like, well, then you're fired. Then you try to get unemployment because the COVID fund relief, you know, or the amount they getting, they like, nah, you ain't gonna get money off of that. Yeah. Because you wasn't trying to fall in line with ours. Because, you know, they actually hit up the company. They hit up Rite Aid and be like, hey, is this person unemployed? Why is this person unemployed? They verify with both the person filing the claim and the company. So once the company say, hey, they didn't want to get vaccinated, they be like, oh, well, shit. Nah. Denied. Claim denied. So I just want to know how we feel about this. And we feel like, I'm going to be those advocate. I feel like they're being a bully. Like, yo, I mean, in my opinion, I'm going to put this out there, for my opinion, it's a good reason. Like, yo, help us make everybody else safe. You don't want to get it, you don't got to work here. But that don't mean you don't get free funds because you don't want to get it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So that's why I'm like, how we feeling about this?
So,
look, anytime you got to scratch the neck, it's either scratching the neck or you do that little drawing, you're like, man, I don't know.
I feel like you're about to get deeper than I'm about to get.
Wait.
So, I got mixed emotions about it. And I think part of the reason that I have mixed emotions about it is because I'm a food service director.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, and it's funny because I literally got a phone call Friday from the CEO about this. So we got two sites. One site is in Warminster, PA. Other site is in Lewis, Georgetown, Delaware.
Never heard of it, but go ahead.
Down there, they're pretty much saying like, listen, if we get to this point where y'all making us get vaccinated, we just gonna quit. But this is something that Joe Biden is actually trying to start everywhere. And it's going to be in like two different phases. That's the part that people are missing.
It's already official and federal.
Yeah, so like, so it's like
people think it's just like the military, it's the workers too.
So he trying to do the same thing for healthcare. It's two sides to it though. I understand why a lot of African Americans don't want to get the vaccine. I do got the vaccine. I'm fine. Nothing happened to me.
Same here.
And I think because of stuff that happened in the past when it wasn't as much technology, it wasn't as much research.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, I don't want to do it because of what happened back then. So what I'm supposed to do? So me personally, I'm tired of wearing a mask. I'm fat. It don't work out right. Like,
Here.
I don't.
That's like the second here for me.
Like, it don't work. Like I want to breathe. So I gotta come around you. I gotta make sure I don't have time for all that, man. No, just go get vaccinated, man. Like, if I understand people being cautious about it, and again, like I get it because I was scared. I was, and I think I scared myself into a headache. Like that's like I was just like I didn't know what to expect. It was something new, but I wasn't born with all the stuff that transpired years ago. I was either a kid or just didn't know nothing about it. Right. Because we went to the Philadelphia Public School and teach that stuff, so we didn't know all that. That's what they say.
That's what they say. Yes.
But it's just like I got mixed emotions about it. Like I get it, like you know, but it's like you're not just keeping yourself safe, you're protecting others too.
Yeah. Right.
And that's where it's just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's my views on it. Like,
I mean, I agree with you. It's like, I feel like it's one of the things like you damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right.
And if it's putting you in a situation where you don't have a job anymore, it sucks. I get it. It sucks that they're forcing you to get this. It sucks ass, but what's the alternative? Not having a job, you can't collect unemployment, so what are you going to do?
And then you get it. And then, I'm saying worst case scenario, yes, you don't have a job. But worst case scenario, you don't have a job, and then unemployment denies your claim because you didn't want to get the vaccine. And then on thirdly, the whole, if you're behind on rent, now renters, that I think is on, when is it, in like October or something? They starting people to make them pay their mortgage and stuff back again.
Right.
So I think some spots, I actually think they implemented it
already. I think it's like, I think it's different spots by state mandate or whatever.
A lot of people
like it's a lot of stuff getting back on the roll, man.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be on the shitty end of the stick. And the piggyback off of you, Ron, you was like, I understand that, us as African Americans, we don't trust it. I mean, we had our skepticism all 2020 when they were saying they were doing it. We wasn't going to get it till like maybe 6 months after it rolled out or whatever.
I was the second person in line.
Back in January,
it was like January, February, because I had it twice. I had COVID twice.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was like, no. And the second time I kept coming out positive for 5 weeks. The only thing that saved me was the fact that on day 3, my PS5 was delivered. That's the only thing that saved me.
From going crazy?
I'd have died.
Oh my God.
Just take it.
There's no way.
Right, I get it. I just think that I think they would, like I said, piggyback on what you said back then. Yeah, okay, back then people didn't trust it, I understand, but let's say back then being 60, 70 years ago, right? We clearly have better doctors, we have better technology, we have smarter people, that the medicine has evolved in 70 years.
Correct.
I don't know how long it took people to be convinced to take what's the shot that devils make kids get before they go to school?
Not the chicken pox shot?
Yeah, the chicken pox or the other shots that they make. The measles. I don't know how long it took for everybody to trust that shot before it was. And some people still to this day, depending on their religion or whatever, or their beliefs, they still don't get that shot for their kids.
Never had
but oh wow, I'm scared. I'm joking.
No. I mean, like I never had none of those diseases.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I just said none of those shots.
Oh, yeah, I got
said,
all
ooh,
those.
child.
Yeah, I got all those.
I'm like, how did they let you in school? Because that was one thing they made sure we had. But anyway,
shots.
Basically.
Yeah.
So anyway, like I was saying, I just thought it was just interesting that you can't compare it to the past when we're here now. You rely on the people who make your elite.
Not even that. You allow people to make you your food. But here's the crazy thing about it. You got people that will take any drug.
I got someone easy for you. You trusting the people that's cleaning your rooms when you go to these hotels.
Oh man, yeah.
Think about that. They could have put anything in the bed.
Yeah.
They could have did anything. These hotel rooms.
You trust
like
the weed
restaurant. You trust the weed man.
Trust the weed man.
I mean, we already talked about that last week. Talked about that fentanyl and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, let's make sense of this, guys.
Yeah.
But anyway, didn't want to dwell too much. Just wanted you to be updated with that. It's our duty on this show to make sure we put all the information. You make a decision how you want to, but do realize that this is the direction that our government is going.
Yeah.
And at first, of course, like always, they hit. I feel like they hit the healthcare workers first. Then they went to federal government personnel.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be a mandate, like officially, like to everybody.
Yeah, and I think like a lot of businesses are just making it uncomfortable if you don't have that activating. Like you got to get tested every other day and all that.
Like once a week, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I told you Delta is making them get it tested once a week.
In
Delta airline.
In Delaware, they're also making get tested once a week. Like depending on
unvaccinated.
Vaccinated, unvaccinated, they don't give a damn.
Oh wow.
Tested because you can be vaccinated and still get the virus.
Yeah, we know that.
It doesn't do anything. So it's like, yo, come up negative, but you won't feel anything. I saw a guy who had the virus 3 days, he was back at work.
Eesh.
And it's just like, yo, like, you good? I'm straight. Like, I was bored. If anything, you were just bored.
Yeah.
It's not.
Because you got to isolate yourself and all that.
Yeah.
Stay in the house.
Yeah.
Well, the responsible people do that.
Facts. We're not going to go there. All right, let's get to the next topic because we can go on people all day on this.
Right. So you were just talking about how people, mistrust the government or mistrust the medicine behind it and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And we were just talking about how federal employees have to get the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, Congress is exempt.
You said what?
Congress
is exempt? Yes. From what?
They don't have to get the vaccine.
Why?
Wow.
According to Joe Biden, Congress is exempt from getting the COVID vaccine mandate. They have a choice whether they want to get it or not. Now, last thing I checked, aren't they federal workers?
Yeah, they're federal workers. They sure are.
Yeah.
Wow. I have no comment.
I mean, I'm kind of stuck too. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't understand why. If anything, you would think that.
Okay, here's the official report. They said the things to remember is that the president controls the executive branch of the government, but he can't tell what the legislative.
That is true.
Branch. What
Damn, you took me back to high school days. Think about the three
litigation. Yeah.
Shit. That
Went back to social studies.
No bullshit. Like, damn, you absolutely right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is honestly, now I'm not mad anymore. Now I gotta comment. 'Cause I'm like, what do you mean? But that's right, he doesn't have that power.
Yeah.
That's checks and balances. That's checks and balances.
Wow.
Right.
That's it. Like, wow.
At first I was like, what the hell you mean? And then I was like, oh shit, he can't. That's like you can't tell your stepson or stepdaughter really what to do. You like, yeah, I ain't your daddy. You're not my dad. Like, you right. True. I could advise you to do this, but I can't.
Took your little ass in there and clean that goddamn room.
It's funny because, like, you figure, and I'm just.
I mean, but a lot of Congress people are voting for the vaccine, telling people to get it. That's why I said I started speaking Russian and shit. Anyway, a lot of them are pushing their communities to get it. So
yeah.
I'm hoping that at least over half are on board of.
Wow.
Just wow.
So you're running everybody but the people that's right underneath you. Like,
yeah.
What?
That's absolutely true.
Can't make them do it. They don't have to do it.
All right.
You would think though, like, especially if you like a Congress they represent like different states, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're trying to get your state vaccinated, you would think that, hey, that person, you would get vaccinated too. You can't be telling everybody, hey, go get vaccinated, but I ain't gonna do it. So that's gonna look a certain way next time it's time to elect new representatives and
So
stuff.
you know what that sounds like?
What?
It sounds like the drunk dad or drunk uncle or drug user that's telling you not to use drugs, right?
Right.
Not to get drunk, and they mingle.
Yeah, on the cocaine.
And I'm just looking like, what do you mean?
Right.
Wow.
Right.
All right.
So that's what.
Both of them stuck. You see that coming.
Yeah.
That's gonna make my hair. Like, I got a headache now. This is crazy.
Right.
Wow.
Well, I'm sorry. Will you finish?
Yeah, that was.
So, thinking about the COVID situation and everything, I feel like every week we have a new like PP loan story or a COVID relief loan story. But this guy right here, I feel like he topped them all.
Who?
This guy, Andrew Marno.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, well, I don't know him either. Personally.
Where you from?
California.
Again?
Again.
It was last week too.
Yeah, they wildin' in Cali, yo.
Clearly.
That's where I'm not going.
Right. I mean, I do want to go because I want authentic tacos and, go out there wine tasting. Anyway, but this guy, he's facing up to 40 years in prison. Ooh. Can you guess how much he scammed in COVID-19 relief loans? Take a guess.
250,000.
How much you think? How much you think? Make sure you keep some eye contact for the
Because I got a headache.
Congress ain't gotta get that shit. Wow. just wow.
How much you think he
I'm gonna say a couple 100,000. $9
million. Jesus.
I'm sorry, what?
He scammed almost $9 million in COVID-19 relief funds. Mr. Andrew Marnell from Los Angeles recently pled guilty to 2 federal charges for this scheme. Unlike the viral memes, Andrew's PPP funded wealth has ran its course. According to the court documents, the 41-year-old told police he fraudulently collected coins from 7 payroll protection program PPP loans. 7 different PPP loans. 7, my man.
That's the number complete. That's why I'm about to go to jail. Jesus, sick of y'all. He over it.
He is over it though. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
To qualify, Mr. Andrew Anderson, Mr. Andrew submitted applications featuring.
We'll talk about it later.
Right, the Matrix new trailer that came out. Yeah.
You mean John Wick being Matrix? Being Neo?
Stop
John
it.
Wick is Neo.
Stop it.
It's the same clothes, same everything.
Stop it.
All right,
To qualify, Andrew submitted He got a point, don't he?
I never thought about that, but all right.
It's literally John Wick playing Neo. That's it. But Neo was here for, I don't know. Go ahead.
All right, to qualify, Andrew submitted applications featuring false and misleading statements about the business operations and payroll expenses of several companies. He kept collecting checks by using aliases and fake and altered documents. The paperwork trail includes bogus federal tax filings and employee payroll records. So yeah.
You know who else just got locked up for that too?
A lot of people.
No. I mean, he's not famous, but I guess he was famous because he was on Love and Hip Hop for a couple seasons.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
The boy, Cardi B ex-husband.
No, I don't know.
I think his name was Mo.
Yeah, I know. I saw that story.
It was like $500,000.
I mean, I think y'all was thinking a couple $100,000. My man, millions. I think we had another story of a guy. I think he had a little bit over $1 million because he had bought multiple houses. He did it smart. He had multiple houses, so he could put them in escrow.
His name Mo. Yeah, you're right.
Do you know what I would do?
With $9 million, I would escape. I know you that much. I wouldn't be in the U.S. no more. Fuck you.
So I'm definitely going to Mexico.
No, I ain't going there either.
You know what?
I feel like they have an alignment with them. I would go and be like,
took them to find El Chapo? I'm going. I'm going. You can dig me an island underground. I'm going.
You gotta find like a place with no extradition rules. Like they can't come and get your.
That's what I mean. You gotta go somewhere where there's no extra. Make sure you get most of that money in cash. That way there is no paper trail, my guy. None.
Damn. So the Love and Hip Hop dude he was talking about, he stole over $3.7 million, and he has to do 17 years in jail, and he has to pay back that money when he get out in restitution.
Not in restitution.
But see, this is what I'm not understanding. Bro, first of all, give me a couple $100,000 to go to Atlanta. I guarantee you, Rome in the Kitchen will be everywhere. You cannot give me a couple $100,000, like let alone millions, and I'm not gonna do nothing with it. By the time y'all catch me, I'm gonna pay y'all not to put me in jail. What do you mean? It's no way. It's no way. So I'm gonna have the money for me not to go to jail, plus the money for me to pay back that I just stole from y'all. I don't
get it either.
These niggas are stupid.
That's why I said the only one I feel like that was kind of smart was the guy who invested it into property when he built those houses.
Oh yeah.
And was literally like selling them and getting the money for that. So
he's flipping his money.
He was revolving the money around.
Yeah.
That was the only one I give credit to.
Where he from?
Or the one I was just talking about?
He in California too.
I don't know.
The guy you just talking about.
I don't. The one that had the
brought
money. I don't know.
property in California. I think he's from Texas.
Yeah, but he bought multiple properties in like different states.
Yeah.
No, he was Indian.
And that's the difference.
Damn, he didn't even know about the story, but he knew. It's like, wasn't a nigga.
It's a build-up. Like, what do you mean? We buy houses and cars.
And the thing about I'm mad is that I walked into that. Like, I was like, I'm trying to get him information so he could be alert and be knowledgeable. But he was like, and there's your answer. Yep. He was like, it had to be an Indian or a Jew, because they be having like all the smart sense, or the other one that messed up. He almost got away, but he what did he do? I think he spelled something wrong. What happened? I can try to remember. The other one that messed around.
There's so many of them.
There's so many stories.
Yeah.
I swear, almost every week we have a story. Somebody's getting caught.
Crazy.
Guys, if you haven't learned by now,
run.
They are hello. Get your coins, sir or ma'am, and get the fuck out.
Right. Stop being greedy.
I mean,
no, because like it's.
Because I you said that guy, bro, he stole 3.7 mil and he got 17 years. This man stole 9 mil and he's facing up to 40 years.
Yeah,
bruh. So
and then at the end of the day, when you get out, they're making you pay that money back.
And you don't have it anymore. So you gonna mess around and go right back again because you don't have the money.
No, you wanna mess around. You wanna talk about depressed? My man gonna be depressed in jail.
Man,
he gonna be depressed out of jail if he make it out.
Yeah.
Because that's real. I don't know what that particular charge would like constitute you to go to like federal prison.
Right.
Because you know it's different levels to it.
It's federal off gate because of the money.
Because of the money. Right.
Taking money from the government. It's federal off gate.
Yeah, it's federal off gate. So you go to federal prison with people who've murdered people, like multiple people. You in there with
murdered people.
I mean, dead ass. Like they done serious crimes, and you in there just because you laundered some money.
Right.
Can you imagine that? Like you sleeping under or on top of some thug killer, and you sleeping with your eyes open because you don't want to get raped or shanked. Like, they're not in that order. Like, let's be real. Like let's be.
And he got 40 years, so let's just assume he's 30. Like, the rest of your life is gone.
Bruh. You
coming out 70?
You come out 70
and 05 mil?
So
and 05 mil, he gonna owe 9 mil.
So this is completely off topic, but it's funny. Like, and once you hear the story, don't judge my life, because it's y'all gonna laugh too, but it's not.
I'm already
funny.
judging.
It's not funny, but it's funny.
All right.
So my mom was watching the ID channel last night. So there was some guy who was like raping people for like 20 years. He was at some church. He was like a priest.
Is this a documentary?
It was on the ID channel, probably was.
I
was listening, and I was like, no, I don't want to talk about this, so I left.
ID channel.
They pretty much raping people, right?
Yeah, it's like a crime story, true documentary channel.
Yeah. So he gets caught, right? With him getting caught, he's now 70. Was he 70? I think he was 70 by the time he got caught. And this one cracks me up. So you go to church, you got your collar on and all that, but you was raping people for 20 years. Mm-hmm. He gets sentenced to life. My mom makes the comment, well, he's 70. Life is over tomorrow. That's not even the funny part.
I'm sorry. Why would I laugh at that?
Wait, because wait for it. Literally, the very next sentence, he died the next day in custody. I fell completely out. And I laughed. I'm like, wait, this is not funny. But
it's funny.
What did you think don't look at me like that. What did you think? You really thought that you was going to, like, bro, you were 70.
Yeah.
You were 70. You was going to have a heart attack instantly. Oh my goodness. I couldn't.
Well, he knew it was over. He knew the jig was up.
Bro.
Because he was going to die in jail. He wasn't getting out.
Listen, the very next sentence.
I mean, but I can only say, and I've never ever thought really about like taking my life, but if I got sentenced something more than like say 10 years, I'd probably be like, yo, I don't want to live. I'm not going to make it.
I don't like that.
10 years, I think I can flex that.
That's why I say anything
you're not
more
going to
than
do the
10.
whole 10. But yeah.
That's why I said anything more than 10.
7 to get parole for life.
That's why I said anything more than 10.
Yeah, more than 10, yeah.
Anything more than 10. Like 15 is maybe 11 or 12 years.
If you hit me with 30, fuck it.
You say you're not going.
I'm not. It's nothing in jail for me. I probably can't make Roman Reigns in jail, but it's not gonna be the same. No, I can't. No.
I was like, what? You said.
I'm making a wing.
You said I owe you how much? Shit, let me pay. I'm doing my savings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm about to have a whole yard sale. How much you want to give me for this couch?
No, but it's funny. People got cash apps in jail. No BS.
Yeah.
First of all, people be doing. What's it? They got cell phones. We seen them doing TikToks. We done seen them doing viral.
Yeah, that was
like, come on. Like, but anyway, they do got cash apps and TikToks. But anyway, I just want y'all to know that my man. Here I am. Maybe we should. I mean, but what we. I don't know. I'm sorry.
We're not doing
I was like, maybe we should do a VP loan, but we ain't got no employees, so I'm like, it's not gonna work. That's why I was like,
put my name on it.
One thing I learned.
Put my name on it. I'll drop back. Don't worry about it. Matter of fact, listen. Put my shit outside. I ain't even coming in.
One thing. Y'all talking about black people don't trust vaccines. Black people in the IRS don't mix well. I'm not fucking around with none of their money.
Bruh, my aunt worked for the IRS for 42 years, and the story she would tell us, I'm like, you're right, I do need to make sure I start my 401k. I need to make sure that my money's in line, because the way, I'm Brenda, the way my aunt is.
Yeah. I just started one last year. The end of last year.
What, 401k?
Yeah. No, I started in January. I'm sorry. Started in January.
No, don't feel bad. I just started my 401k last year. I mean, I think it's because, and this is going to be a little deeper, but we're not going to go down. I feel like certain school systems, especially ours, where we grew up at, love you, fells. Love-hate relationship with fells. But they didn't teach us, about stock markets or savings accounts.
Teachers. Anyway, they didn't. I'm sorry.
I don't think so. I think Miss Emery knew. I think what's our
Mr.
Spanish?
Duffner, Miss Emery. They're probably the only two.
I think, but then again, they were like white and in Spanish. But
she was white and in Spanish.
No, Mr. Ely was Spanish.
Mr. Who?
The Spanish teacher. I think he was Spanish.
I remember Mr. Braverman.
Whatever.
The Spanish teacher Spanish.
I mean,
no, we had a Spanish teacher. Actually, he was the Spanish teacher and the French teacher.
Hey, my man.
Yeah, he was the GOAT.
Yeah, they definitely paid him.
No, they did.
This is Philly.
I mean,
don't choose like that.
I'm about to say,
don't do that.
I feel like, and I know my best friends in the education system, if you have the right certifications, just like it is 19, you can get paid very well.
Yeah.
It's just the fact of you educating yourself so that you can get paid and correct. That's any. Actually, I feel like it's any profession. If you do better and get more certifications or the next whatever in your field. I mean, even in the cooking field, you know, do you have the safe surf? You have all these little culinary things that you like. It looks good on a resume when you're trying to get sous chef or line chef and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So while we're doing that, we're gonna take a mid shot right here.
We're
gonna take mid shots. Why not?
Okay.
We take a shot to the crazy people that keep wanting to join for these PPP.
Yeah, shout out to the PP loan.
Go.
No, shout out to the agents finding these people that's taking advantage of the PP.
Right. So, I got a story. It's about to be even harder for everybody. So the IRS is trying to push Democrats to require bank accounts to report people's annual income. Now, here's the
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm about to be a Republican.
They already know our annual income. What do you think filing
Well,
taxes
they want to verify it through your bank account. So according to them, the Washington Post, if you have more than $600 in your bank account, or if you have more than $600.
I ain't got less. I got less than 100.
Oh, wait,
Money in my bank account.
Or if you have more than $600 worth of transactions from your bank account, they want access to it to make sure you're properly reporting your stuff on your IRS taxes.
That's fine.
So there's a lot that I can say, but because we're like on camera, I'm not going to incriminate anybody. But that's smart but dumb.
Well, it hasn't went through Congress yet. They want them to do it.
It's the ways to get around.
Not
that I know. I don't know.
You gotta look directly at the camera for that one.
I don't know. Don't come and
I will not deny nor confirm that these are facts. But no, I just think about it like this. Like, you remember back in the day, people, grandparents, they had their money in their shoe boxes.
Or the mattress.
Or the mattress. Or their sofas. Pillowcases. Like, wherever. Like, that's not going to stop anybody. Unless, I mean, obviously that money will have to come from a side hustle. I feel like. There's no way you getting paid $2,000 every 2 weeks after at your job, and the government's not gonna know about it. It's on your it's on your W-2s.
That come from the IRS.
It's come from the IRS, and then they see X8692 going to a Bank of America account. They know that this is going to Navy Federal account.
Yeah.
Like, that partner is like, it's the people that I feel like they're trying to catch, like the drug dealers. That's like, yo, you've been unemployed. How the hell you got $40,000 in your bank account right now? That's when I feel like they're trying to catch people up.
But even at that, no, because once you put 10,000. If you put anything, you
over
put 1 cent over.
They come with
it. Yeah. I moved.
You owe us a third of that penny.
Right. So it's like
not a third of that penny.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be more so focused on like barbers or people that have businesses or like hairstylists and stuff, where it's like mainly like cash business, because you can report you made something, but you really made something else.
But the barber game has changed now too. They got apps now. I'm not sure like out here.
Yeah.
But it's like an app that tracks everything.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not too sure about it. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
And that might be a good reason to do it, but I mean it's.
Man, alright, y'all already get your money off top, yo. You ain't taking enough.
I'm saying.
Leave us alone, bro.
I'm mad at my child. Look at this. I mean, this month I don't even check my stuff no more because I get tired. So no, I don't want to look at it.
Yeah. So that's what story. You got another story?
Yeah, of course I do. So let's change it a little bit. Let's get off of these crazy PPP loans and all the craziness going on. Let's talk about Cardi B. Okay. So before I start this, and before you start giving me bullshit, I have nothing against Cardi B. I have nothing absolutely against her, but I understand where she's coming from with this particular situation. I don't know if you guys are aware, but she was about to get sued about 5 years ago. Something dealing with the guy. I think it was for her mixtape cover. And I guess the guy was like, she was laying there like money, like this, being all sexy, and the guy was like, had his head in between her legs, and
I don't remember that cover.
Yeah, and apparently she didn't get consent. To have him released, or to have that to be released as her mixtape cover. So he claims that she used his image without his permission.
He did. She did.
Yeah. So like I said, this happened about 4 years ago. Sorry, not 5. 4 years ago. Per the report, it says the album cover for Cardi's debut mixtape, Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 1, features the rap sitting back, drinking a beer, like I said, while a man with an elaborate back tattoo puts his head back in between her legs. His name is Kevin Brophy, sued over the image, claiming that's 100% him in the image, but he never posed for the photo or gave Cardi permission to use his likeness. He also claimed the ordeal ruined his life and wants at least $5 million in damages. Why y'all both look at me at the same time? The trial was set to begin next month. However, Cardi has filed now legal documents obtained by TMZ asking for a delay because she just gave birth to her son on September 4th.
Congrats, Cardi and the baby too.
Yeah,
so
your boy. Excuse me. I just one thing to say before y'all go. The whole thing of ruined his life. How? How?
This cover?
Yeah, with that guy. Yeah.
Did nobody see his back? We don't know you, sir. I mean, get your money, but we don't know you, sir.
I mean, but at the end of the day, that's still his body.
And I get it. Like
I get it in
run my check though. Like run my check.
I would say run me my check, but maybe she reached out to him. I mean, he reached out to her and was like, "Yo, run me a check," so she used it. She said no, fuck you, because I could see her being that person.
She's from the Bronx.
I mean, that's her natural personality. Like, well, fuck you. It was a mixtape. I didn't even make that much money off that mixtape.
Right.
Just saying. And now I'm pretty sure this mixtape is probably on streaming platforms, whatever. Just like all artists.
It was a good mixtape.
Yeah. Now that
it was a good mixtape.
It was. So
I didn't hear it.
Me either. I didn't either. I didn't like it then.
I'm a Cardi fan.
I heard the first album. That was it.
Yeah, me too.
She got more babies than she got albums.
You stupid.
My heart just got heavy. But anyway, so here's my thing. There's a couple things that I feel like is kind of wrong with this. You're saying that it ruined your life. I don't understand how, but we didn't even know that was you. And then number two, $5 million. I don't even think she made $5 million off that mixtape.
No.
I think you're hitting this now after the fact.
She got money now.
Now she got money now. Mm-hmm. I mean, shout out to her. That one album is still on the charts today.
Was that her first mixtape?
I don't know. It says volume 1, so I don't know if that means that was her first.
So that's the mixtape that put her on the map, right?
I don't know.
She owed that man money.
$5 million worth? I don't think that much.
Yeah, she owed that man $5 million.
Keep it a thing. You just showed me the album cover.
Correct.
I didn't even see him. I just saw titties. That's all I saw.
I mean, so I saw that. So as a man, I saw that first.
I didn't even see
it was like a double look. Like, okay, right there.
But as a woman, as a woman, got thinking of the woman audience, he was like, oh, she must have this fine ass nigga in between her legs.
Right.
So
I didn't see you there, sir.
Didn't at first.
I still didn't see you there. Go ahead.
Anyway, but from a woman perspective, like, oh, who's this? I want to see his face. His body look alright. Let me see his face.
Oh,
so I get, like I said, I'm not saying he shouldn't sue. What I'm saying is, do you feel like it's $5 million worth? No. I don't think it's $5 million worth to sue. Not unless I feel like he did that high number. In my opinion, like I said, these are all guesses and opinions. I feel like he tried to get bread from her when she was still unpopular. He was trying to get that bread off break. He saw it, the CDs coming out of the trunks and whatever it's getting on the little rap charts or whatever. And he was like, oh, yo, you owe me a check. He said, nah. Then she dropped Bodak Yellow. Yo, you still owe me? Nah, you're not getting none of my money. Da-da-da-da. So at this point, he's like, you know what? I'm trying to do it. I'm tired of doing it the right way by asking you. Now I'm going to the courts and I'm hitting you for a beat.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like happened. Like I said, just my opinion. I don't see nobody just like, oh, I want $5 million off break if he didn't even try to reach out to Cardi as a regular artist.
But I also feel like if you're going to a photo shoot, you have to assume that they're going to use your likeness in something.
I mean, I don't know. That doesn't mean that, because photo shoots, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of niggas that was probably there, a lot of bitches that was probably there. They have to let you know if they're going to use your image. That's what all the paperwork and all that stuff is before you go office for.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't do it the right legal way in the beginning. Obviously, there wouldn't be no case. There's clearly a case here at this point.
So I agree with what you're saying. I think that maybe he did try to get like a little bit here and there, and she kept like flagging him off because her response is like,
I mean, back then she was way more raunchy.
The response is, give me some time. I just had a child. Does she have $5 million in the tuck? I'm almost certain that she does.
Oh yeah, she had $5 million.
Just based off of Love and Hip Hop, like she get royalty checks. Not saying they're a lot. The album did pretty good, even though she didn't write it, but it was still good. she did have features.
But if I would have said it,
like
you would have been like, oh, because you're a barb. You know.
Oh man. Oh wow.
That's how he comes at me. That's how he comes at me.
There will be no Cardi, no Nicki slander here. Nicki got her own issues.
But then as a business person, he did the right thing.
As a business person, he did the right thing.
Because it's like, I'm going to set the bar here. Right?
So if you bring me down to 3, I still take it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you bring me down to 1, I'm going to take it. Bro, nobody care about that picture. It didn't ruin your life. Because if anything, now you're more known now. Because you came out with this. Now it's like, oh,
I wonder how you look now.
Because you figure like, he a muscular dude, back looking a little strong. Bro, you know how many back? Like you can, what? He want to be a whole model. Watch. He going to be a back model.
Facts.
He might get a check.
Facts. Check on check.
Yeah.
But I do feel
that's
though if the roles were reversed, it would have been completely different.
Oh, 100%.
Yes and no. Because yes and no, I think it depends on who the artist is. I can't see. I mean, what's the? I can't think of her name. What's the girl that's been back and forth in course with 50 Cent?
Everybody.
No,
I know
one specific girl.
I know you're talking about.
It's one specific girl.
She's a singer or something.
Yeah.
And I think he owe her money too.
He owe her money. The court told him to pay this money, and he still haven't paid money. Or it's the other way around. She owe money. And
no, I think she owe 50.
Yeah.
If she owe 50, 50 just being petty. It's the typical 50 Cent. He being petty.
Yeah.
But that's what it's like. That's reverse, right?
But it's 50. Nobody cares. like we don't care because you're 50. So if the roles was reversed and it was like a just
Tierra Marie.
That's her. Okay.
Yeah.
Why she owe money? Where I been?
I don't know. I can't.
She owe $30,000. So. And she still hasn't paid it, so now he's trying to take her like house and other like property.
Petty stuff. That's what I'm saying. They won't care about you 50, bro. You got chill. You got power. You got power. You got Power Book 2. You got Ghost. You got Raven.
You got power. You got like 5 power books about to come out.
What be a million? Like,
and he got another track with Stars, and he got another track with ABC. Cause what's the name? For Life. That's what ABC
got chill. He's being petty.
Yeah.
But Tierra Marie kind of ratchet is different.
Okay, so
she probably beat 50 Cent up or something like that before.
Accordingly, so Tierra Marie sued 50 for allegedly sharing sexual explicit images of her on Instagram. So she sued, lost the lawsuit, and 50 countersued her for his legal fees. And she has to pay him for his legal fees.
See what I'm saying?
That's petty.
That's petty. But that's 50 Cent. Like you said, nobody cares about 50 Cent. But I just want to put it out there. So, do we agree with Cardi saying, alright, we understand the point that, it's a business move for him. No one really know who he was. Now, the last point is the delayment because you just had a baby. What's the delayment has to do with you transferring money out your bank account?
Because it's a whole court thing. They got to go to court. So, I mean, I get that. Like, I mean, and as a...
You can't send all this money. You can't send a representative.
You can, but you have mad lawyers. No, but you were summoned to court, so you have to appear.
Sure.
I mean, but court nowadays they let you have a.
That's jury duty. We different. Like it's us.
No. Listen, Linda. I'm saying now us. Yes. They do video things like the video recording. You could be in a separate room
for us.
For celebrities, I'm talking about.
She ain't get there yet. She a couple steps below. She got more kids than she got albums. She a couple steps below.
Who? She only got 2 kids.
And she only got 1 album. Exactly.
It's Cardi slander. We're not doing it.
That album is still on the chart.
She got more hits than kids.
And she got some features. And she's married to one of the people from Migos who got money. Yeah.
No comment.
Yeah. So anyway, I just want to know how we thought about it. Any more commentary on this?
No, I think it's a good place for us to take a break.
I'm done with Cardi.
Okay.
We're going to take a break, you guys, and we will be back. All right. And we're back, you guy.
Hi.
All right, we took a short break.
Oh, that was more like an hour break, y'all. We done ate some of Roman wings. Matter of fact, right here.
Look at this sauce.
That's good sauce. Which one? Wait, anyone. We have this good here sriracha honey sauce.
Sriracha
honey. Sriracha honey. Both of them in there. When I tell you,
fire.
We just crushed. I know I ate 10 wings without even like a breathing.
No blue cheese needed.
No blue cheese needed. It fell off the bone.
We inhaled that shit.
Inhaled it. I would have put it on camera, but then I wouldn't have looked too ladylike. So, with that being said, welcome back.
Right.
Welcome back, guys. So, as always, we're going to get into our positive thing of the week.
All right.
So, let's talk about Dr. Proctor. If you're not familiar with her,
that rhymes.
Okay. Dr. Sion Proctor made history as the first black woman to serve as a spacecraft pilot when SpaceX inspirational mission launched on this past Wednesday. The inspirational mission included Sion and a crew of 3 others. It's currently circling the Earth on a 3-day trip at an altitude of up to 360 miles. During the mission, the spacecraft transported various items into space that will be auctioned when the crew returns to Earth to benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. The mission is is set to raise millions of dollars for the hospital, which treats patients at no cost to their families. In addition, St. Jude researches cures for cancer and other diseases. According to New York Times, some of the items the crew is donating includes mission jackets, original artwork, and 66 pounds of hops. I don't know what that means, but anyway, so
what they use in beer?
Yeah, it sounds like it's beer. So they video chat to the hospital, and everyone from the picture, it looks like she, of course, the only black woman, and then it's it's a Caucasian woman, and then a Spanish guy, and then a Caucasian guy. So it's like a mixed crew.
All right.
It's a mixed crew, and they went out there. But I just want to give a shout out to Dr. Sion Proctor. Yes, hand claps.
Hand claps.
We out here.
Black women doing great things.
I'm just saying. And then the fact that, of course, it's going to a hospital.
Right.
They always talk about St. Jude's Hospital, about their research and what they're doing for.
Whole Foods always trying to get me to donate my change to them. So, I get it.
I mean, Whole Foods, Giants, Safeway, they're like, do you want to round your checkup? I'm like, I like even numbers anyway. Get that 36 cents.
Right.
Get that 12 cents. I mean,
I'm rich. I ain't get there yet. I'm waiting for donations.
I prefer them to do that than be like, do you want to donate $5 or $1?
Yeah.
Just ask me, do I want to donate my change? Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Get that.
I'm rich. I mean, y'all rich. When I get there, I'll donate some change though.
Not even rich.
Donate dollars.
Not dollars. But I just want to say congratulations to her because we everywhere. We out here about to do country music. We out here.
Been in country.
Well, not a lot of people accepted that we was in country music, but I'm just saying we just dominate in all different things that they don't think we necessarily belong to be.
What's the black dude? Hootie? Is he Hootie or the Blowfish? I want to know.
I never heard of none of that.
What's his name?
I did not know that.
The lead singer of Hootie and Blowfish is black.
I did not know
You didn't know that?
No, I did not.
His name is like Rutherford.
Oh, wow. All right.
This is like the third wow of Rome, this episode.
I didn't know that.
I mean,
32, he 37. It's different.
I mean, I told you almost.
Darius Rucker.
Darius is definitely black.
Hootie and Blowfish. The lead singer is black.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I knew that.
I didn't know that.
I mean, they all look cool with the little hands in their pockets.
Yeah, Hootie was old.
Yeah, but like I said, we over here taking over one city, one dimension at a time.
Yep.
So that's going to be great. So shout out to you, Miss
Shout out.
Dr. Proctor out here.
Another applause.
Yeah.
All right, crazy shit of the week.
Oh, Jesus.
So
we got 2 guys.
We got 2.
So it gets crazier than these.
Yes.
These PPP loans.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Now.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna need y'all to kind of contain your inner Philly-ness. I'm gonna contain my DC-ness, but you're gonna have to contain your it is. I agree.
It's levels to this.
But when I tell you this story, y'all might get triggered.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna be good. Be good, bro.
I'm not licensed to carry here, so yeah. Good.
I'm not either.
An Alabama mom was arrested for allegedly fighting her kid's bully.
Okay.
Now, here's what happened. A mother who was suspecting that her child was being bullied went on a school bus and assaulted an 11-year-old person. They didn't say the gender of the child because she suspected that child was bullying her daughter.
Okay.
Now, she has been arrested. Her charges are simple assault, trespassing on a school bus, disorderly conduct. It's a video that goes with it, but I'll take a shot. They're just saying what I'm just saying. So anyway. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. So anyway, she was charged with 3rd-degree simple assault, trespassing on a school bus, and disorderly conduct and disturbing the peace. She's out now on $10,000 bond though.
Okay.
How do y'all feel about that? Would you do the same if somebody's bullying? I know how we'd be like, yo, if somebody bullying my kid, I'm gonna fuck that kid up. She went on a school bus and did that shit. In the morning, 9 a.m.
This is 11-year-old?
Yes.
Is there
and there's a viral video because 11-year-olds have phones.
So now here's my question, because there's some 11-year-olds that's my size.
That's why I started off slow. Like this
Right.
11-year-old.
I gotta see this 11-year-old before I respond.
I'm telling you. I didn't found the viral video because
Okay.
they took it down on Twitter and everything.
Gotcha.
But the police found out about it because the video went viral. Then they arrested her. They, according to Yahoo News, she got arrested at 9 a.m. When that happened, she was out on bond by 11:35. That's kind of quick.
Sensitive moment. Because I do not have kids, and I desire to have kids, and you beating up my child, I'm gonna whoop your kid ass.
Yep.
I just need to know why your kid, first of all, but then let's play devil's advocate. Why your punk ass kid ain't fighting back?
Yeah, show your ass how to fight.
Like, why your kid, like, what's going on? I'm just curious to know.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here are my questions. All right, because these are all questions we need to ask.
Right.
What happened to the easy days when we were younger? Like, I'm gonna go get my big brother to beat you up or big sister to beat you up.
Maybe they don't job.
Okay, what happened? I'm gonna go get my cousin Joey, my cousin da 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 da.
Cousin live too far.
But at least I would, as a parent, I would have at least gotten the cousin to intervene because they're in the same bracket than actually having me as an adult get locked up for hitting a minor.
So
you gotta think smart.
So I hear you, right? But because I know you, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Y'all got
I mean, I'm not saying
cousins.
me. I'm not
Y'all
saying
got-
me.
Y'all got cousins.
I mean, I got cousins.
For days.
I do got cousins.
Right. Like
it's like
it's
squad.
230 of y'all.
It really
Squad.
is.
That's different.
Not
Everybody
even-
went to the same school.
And the funny
No, they did.
No, we did. We was
They,
spread out.
look, they all took over the northeast section of Philadelphia, right? And it was a few that was in North Philly, but they all went to different schools.
We all went to different schools.
But if you was in Northeast had an issue, bruh. Yeah,
Yep.
it's like 5-10 block radius.
Bruh.
They also
It's
like
it's funny.
Power Ranger car. Everybody just come out of nowhere.
The funny thing is that it sounds like he exaggerated, but
I'm
he's
not.
really
Yeah.
not.
I'm serious.
He really
Nah.
not. He really not. Because at the end of the day, we may not be the closest, but we still family.
Bro.
So you trying to say you wouldn't have did what the mother did? Yeah, I would have tried to get another little kid to fuck up the other little.
Yeah, I would say if this was my time, I would tell my cousins. Because I had enough.
Yeah.
If I was getting bullied or whatever, and even though I think I was kind of a little bit popular at Phil's, even if I was kind of popular and I still was getting punked on because I had glasses on, whatever, I would still tell a cousin. And they would roll to Phil's because my cousin used to go to Phil's. Somebody else was around the way.
Yeah.
Like I don't even, honestly, if you knew who my mother was, I wouldn't even want to tell my mother.
I was because Hey, that one.
I wouldn't want to tell my
So
mom.
B was out
Let me
here.
go,
In Philly. B was out here in Philly like she in New Orleans with the Birdman code.
There was no way.
Niggas just coming like vultures.
There was no way I was telling Felicia that I was getting bullied.
Oh, she was coming on that school bus too then.
Bro, she was coming to the school.
She was coming to the school.
Oh,
And they lived around the corner, so it didn't matter.
Walking
Oh.
distance.
damn.
And then before they moved there, it still was driving distance. But because at a young age, I walked the whole Northeast. Anywhere in Northeast, to me, is considered walking distance.
Right.
So even where, like, when they first came down where she was at, yeah, you can still walk, big fella.
Damn.
So I think now that we're older and we've grown, I feel like you can still be hood about it and get the job still done.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna put my hands on you because especially where we live now here in PG County, you getting locked up, touching a minor, and all those other charges, and the family probably
That's what I was surprised about. There was no assault and minor charge.
right, and then that family probably going to sue you in civil court, like because that's how they are out here. They going to sue you in civil court. And then your child's getting expelled, can't go to that school. It's like it's gonna be so many triple ripple effects for you doing that. Not to mention your child's embarrassed.
Where was the child getting bullied at? At the school or on the bus?
She said at the school, but I guess the bully rides the bus with her. So when the bus came in the morning, mom popped up on the bus, slapped the shit out the kid. Got arrested by 9 a.m.
So she
out by 11:35.
So she clearly watched Kings of Comedy.
To be honest, now that I think about it, this is calculated. Cause she had her bond money ready. I don't know anybody get locked up and get out in 2 hours. So she knew.
So why was you letting your child get beat up all the time? Is what I need to understand.
I think
That's her baby. What if she has like a blurred kid. Like, you know, like that the kid doesn't like to fight, keeps to himself, very quiet.
And they just accept getting beat up.
They stop coming to me and tell me that this kid is bullying you.
Oh, maybe that's how. This is a lot of assumptions, right? There's a lot of assumptions.
Yeah, we're something like
maybe she didn't tell the kid because it's a daughter, right? The daughter didn't tell the parent, and the parent seen like a bruise or something. And
this is Alabama.
Right.
Shit's different. Shit's different down there.
It's a lot of factors that we put in there.
He can adjust it. Alabama.
So now there's Alabama.
It's been Alabama.
Oh, I got another one. She's 37. And her name is Nanette Waldrop.
Oh, that's my kinfolk.
Everybody got an auntie Nanette.
I don't.
No, I don't.
Did she go out there with a bonnet on to beat that kid up?
Yeah. I bet that kid won't
If
bully
she
her
went out
daughter
there and beat
again.
that kid up with that bonnet, she'd go. With a bonnet and a house.
But when has it been a offense for a parent to come on the school bus? That's what I want to know. Because I remember back in the day, getting on the school. Well, now we road SEPTA, but going on a school bus, moms used to come up, "You good?"
Yeah.
And then get off the steps, and then I never knew that was an offense.
I was that asshole kid. Like, if I was on that school bus, I'd have instigated shit. The mom coming up, "Who the fuck hit my kid?" Ooh.
Wasn't that you, Jake? Jake, was that you? That was you back
That's her.
Yeah, because
Snitch to the 10th degree.
at that time, when you see somebody's mom, like at least our era, when you see somebody's mom, you're snitching.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get beat.
You see somebody, mom, they don't say nothing. At our era, who hit my baby? Him right there with the red hat. Yep, it was him.
But you know, nowadays kids got phones, and these are 11, 12-year-olds, so it's like, oh, it's him. It's a video.
Whoa, stop.
Somebody mom get fucked up. I mean, some mom fucking somebody up.
Yeah.
Now, let's flip it. What if that was your kid that got hit by the mom?
What did you tell you? Oh no, you flipped the question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What
If
if
it's
that
my
was...
kid that got hit, it mean your mom going to fight or your dad.
Period.
Period.
Yo,
Yeah, sure.
But you kid the bully.
But that's why that's why I was asking.
Kid the bully. Your
Like-
kid's an asshole.
But so now.
At the end of the day.
So this is when you flip the role. So I know what my answer was. But now that my child is the bully, as an adult, you supposed to get in contact with me.
Right.
You should have came to the school
Fair.
and asked to
Fair.
speak to such and such a parent
Fair.
because
Fair.
that's what's going on.
Facts.
Fair.
Only because my kid is the bully, this is my response.
I agree.
I'm just gonna put it out there.
Agree.
Only because my kid was the bully.
Like, my kid was wrong, but you don't correct my kid. You don't hit my kid. You come to me.
Right. That's correct.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why I said there was that's why I said there's a way to be hood and still get the job done. There's a way to actually be a responsible parent and get the job done. And then there's a way that, you just get locked up.
But
all
here's
jokes
the thing.
aside, though, I probably wouldn't have beat the kid. I probably would have gripped the kid up just to scare the kid. I probably wouldn't have went on and physically.
Yeah, I think that's where we're too hard.
I would just grip
But see, so me and Annette are similar in age, and I remember
similar.
in the 80s, it wasn't it was normal for the next door neighbor to whoop the kid ass. That was normal. Like, you come home, you're like, yo, your father gonna whoop your ass, the next neighbor gonna whoop your ass. It was a community thing.
Yeah,
Maybe she's going like the way she grew up.
I was born at the end of the 80s.
Me too.
The very, very end of the 80s.
I was.
So
born
the
at
neighbor
front
wasn't
of
whooping
the
your
end.
ass. They were just telling your parents.
No.
Neighbors were snitching.
Yeah, neighbors
okay.
would snitch, and then I would get my behind beat after that.
Got
Or if if it was like a person, let's say I grew up in a church, as everybody knows. If it was like somebody, sister so and so that I see every Sunday, and I'm over their house all the time during the week.
Yeah.
My mom would give her permission. Oh, you can pop her
that's different.
because that's literally not like family, but that's close knit ties.
And she knows she ain't popping you for no reason.
Exactly,
Yeah,
she knows that person, but ain't no way Sister Walker from another church around the corner is
Sister Walker.
gonna pop me. My mom would go ham.
Here's the funny thing though, like 2 stories. One, I remember when she came to Phelps, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like her mom literally told me, "This my daughter, this blah blah blah." I saw her in the hallway, and him too. Make sure he good. Right on.
Y'all some mafia shit. Y'all some mafia
But that's
shit.
just but that's just how it is.
That's how
Like
it
you can't really if I know that, and maybe it could have been we was like family, like we went to the same church.
Yeah.
So it's like so this is my daughter.
Yeah.
This is who she be around. This is my nephew. Don't touch them. You touch them, you gonna come and see me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember we was on the highway and the lady flicked the cigarette butt and it went in the car.
Yep.
And she pulled up on the car. roll your window down. I said, "Ooh, we going to jail." She said, "Roll the window down." And Carly didn't want to roll the window down.
Yeah.
No, you want to roll his window down. And then she didn't curse them out, but she fussed them out. But then it was like, I mean, like for never, I'm gonna report it.
Yeah.
Like she was the black Karen.
Yeah.
There's no way.
We had that too, kind of similar. Like if you had family around there, but most so like if you were from our neighborhood and somebody fuck with somebody from a neighborhood, we all fighting. Because at the end of the day, I went to DC Public. We don't have school buses, so we all walk home together.
Right.
So we go to school together, walk home together. One of us fight, we all fight. That's just the way we grew up.
I had a teacher.
But see, that's how communities were back in the day.
Yeah.
That's not how it is now.
Right.
People don't even let their kids go out and play anymore. Like they don't. It's not. I mean, it's now. I'm not saying it's all electronics now, but
no,
it is. It is. That's what I'm not saying it's all. I'm not saying that it's all, but a lot of people are more skeptical of letting their kids go to other people's houses.
Right.
And I know it's going to be a deeper topic, but that's because people realize that Mr. Charles wasn't really nice to the kids, or Miss Sharonda was touching kids, and they're like, you know what? And then that's how the whole bird. You know, I never really like going in such and such house. They made me uncomfortable, and you find that out when they in college, and they got those scar tissues, and now they need therapy because and now as the generation who's been through certain things like that, we're more conscious and looking for red flags like, I don't know about letting you go for a sleepover. I was plenty of sleepovers when we were kids.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't even know you from Canopy. Oh, mommy, such having a sleep. Can I go? Okay, go ahead, get your sleeping bag. Nothing. Parents trusted people back in the day.
Yeah.
Now we don't trust a damn vaccine that 100,000 doctors confirmed.
Facts.
100,000 doctors confirmed.
Did y'all have like a neighborhood like daycare?
Oh, did somebody stay to my house?
Yeah.
No.
Because literally, our aftercare, we had this lady named Miss Deanie. Shout out to you. She lived in the neighborhood. She had her own kids that went to school with us, but she would watch all the kids after school, and our parents would just give her money every week. That was the squad. And then she would tell you, y'all, one of y'all, all of us.
That sound like tax evasion.
I don't know what she did. Shout out to you.
No, in middle school I did. I knew it was Miss Paula. She was an NTA at the school, and she lived right across the street. And I would see like her boys, like we would like talk, we didn't like hang out or nothing like that.
Right.
And then I told my mom like the lady worked at the school, they had a conversation. That's when networking started.
Yeah.
And then it was like me, it was the girl down the street, it was the girl next door, and her two boys. That
was just the meetup spot at her house until your parents got off work.
And it's funny because back then it was five of us in five of us in a car. And it's like we were younger, like 5 skinny kids at one point. It's different. These new kids, it's no way you putting 5 of them in a car. There's no way.
No.
I told you they my size.
It's a car. We was on Metro. We had tokens.
Oh,
you walk? You walk?
I mean, yeah. So
don't get jacked up. Something. We was on tokens too.
We was on school tokens, yeah.
You tripping?
But when we were, when I was younger, yeah, we did.
Yeah, but it was a whole different community. It's a whole different community back then than it is now.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's my crazy shit. Can you get even crazier?
Just listen. So this is not in the United States. I'm gonna put that out there. So this guy out in the UK,
okay,
he had to undergo emergency penis surgery.
Ooh.
After
sound like that hurt.
Wait.
Oh god.
Let me finish.
I don't even have a sound effect for that.
After he somehow managed to insert a USB cord into his urethra. Yep, you heard me correctly. I said into his urethra. But why, you may ask?
Urethra.
Urethra. I'm joking. But why, you may ask? Well, according to Newsweek, citing the Science Direct, the 15-year-old boy admitted to doctors he had inserted the cable into his urethra to measure the length of his penis, triggered by sexual curiosity.
Bisexual curiosity?
No. To trigger. He said he
bisexual.
No, that's not what he said. He said he inserted the cable into his urethra to measure the length of his penis, triggered by sexual curiosity.
Oh, BY. Okay. Bisexual.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Trigger by.
I thought BI, not BY.
Yeah.
Oh,
so his experiment, they said his sex experiment backfired when the cable became lodged into his scrotum. After failing to extract it himself, the USB cord became tangled so terribly that both ends were left hanging out of his penis. The youngster alerted his parents and was taken to a local hospital after he began urinating blood. He was then transferred to University College Hospital, London, to see if they could extricate the intrapenile measuring tape. It was said that surgeons had to make a decision in the region between his genitals and anus to yank it out. Then pull the spool through the hole first, cutting it free from the rest of the wire before removing the remains. So,
wait a minute.
And I'm going to show you guys.
No, don't show me nothing.
It's not a picture, it's just an X-ray.
I saw the X-ray. I saw it yesterday.
So, alright. Y'all call me old all you want to. What happens to be like, yo?
Getting a tape ruler?
Get a ruler? Oh, the remote. My dick big as the remote. Like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, like.
I didn't know the remote as a kid.
I got a Comcast remote?
I got a picture of a remote with the thing before, yeah. First of all, people do that.
That's nasty.
Alright, first of all.
So that's what the guy cuts his dick off while he's driving.
You had
and then the cops. Yeah.
So first,
this guy.
So this week, he's gonna take a
all
cord.
his dick shit. There's so much dick stuff.
He was in a cord.
But first of all, how did you get the end of a USB
up in there.
Your shit?
So now that makes me.
And where's the measurements at? And then you keep.
Where's the at? I know it's not the US, but
it's the UK.
Alright, let's get some easy. She said 15. I done crazy shit at 15. Not that. I done crazy shit at 15. 15 you was fucking couches. You didn't give a fuck. You was just horny.
Facts. I did
Yeah,
that.
you know what I'm saying? Like 15 you was just horny. Give you some lotion in
it's nasty, but I did it.
Get a lotion in a garbage bag or grocery bag. You gonna fuck the shit out of the couch. You was trying to get your nut off. But
where's the boob?
Wait, don't look like that.
I don't have a boob yet. We're gonna get a boob.
No, this one is like boo. What is it?
Oh, boo.
Oh, that's the one. It says booing. Biggest thing. I'm dying.
Hey, yo.
See, I was fucking couches. I gotta write that down. So, okay.
No, as a horny, you just fuck anything. I'm sorry.
It's no different with candlesticks.
Candlesticks? I've never done that in my life.
And then we didn't have really easy access to porn. You were still on like your dad's porn or your mom's porn videos and shit.
My dad wasn't around because of the porn.
Yeah, but even like, oh,
he was back and forth.
But you know, back in the day, I had the J.C. Penney catalog, the lingerie catalog.
Oh, you gotta chill. That's nasty. That's nasty.
In the 80s, bruh.
Yeah, this is where his age really shows. Like I said,
J.C. Penney catalog.
So y'all
know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I guess.
And then we had HBO at the dark. No, you had BET Uncut.
It's HBO at the dark.
HBO at the dark.
And it was Cinemax.
Yeah.
Cinemax.
You know what I hate? Alright, I say this every time. You know what I hated about those movies?
What?
With the After Dark? I always knew it was going to be freaky shit because it was like TVMALS or whatever. I was like,
oh, you saw TVMA? Let me get ready.
Right, but if it had the LS, then I knew that it was going to show like full body. I was like, okay, let's go. I always hate the fact the woman's always naked from head to toe.
Yes, Lord.
But they never showed a dick. I was like, well, what does this shit look like?
I didn't need to see it.
I wanted to see it.
It wasn't important.
It was important. How you having sex without it?
It wasn't important.
How we having sex without it?
It has nothing to do with me. It just wasn't important.
It wasn't important.
It was important to me because I'm like, okay, I know what that's supposed to look like. I want to see what he's supposed to be doing. I want to see the actual penetration, not the you grinding over his whitey tighties.
You know what my favorite shows were? So
don't say Taxi Diaries.
Taxi Diaries is up there.
Oh God.
Along with Sex and the City, that was up there too. But you know they had that one series when the guy would just go to different places and find prostitutes and interview on HBO. You never watched that show? You know what I'm talking about though, right?
I remember Real Sex on HBO when I was younger.
He would just go to different places. He'd go to Hawaii, Philadelphia. Find prostitutes.
You're gonna find them in Philly.
And so
he got in Philly now.
And he doesn't have sex with them. He'll get them in the car and interview them, and they'll look like awkward. Like, you don't want to fuck me? He was like, no, I just want to interview you. Let me ask you about your life.
Got a funny story.
And then, let's get my second show off. Jerry Springer Uncut.
All boobs.
It was an error.
It's all boobs.
It was an error.
I don't want to see boobs.
What was the white boy? Oh. The white boys that were going around, and it was uncut, but they were like white girls with bikinis, and they were just showing this shit.
Wasn't that college?
It was something going wild.
Girls
Going Wild. That was my shit. Wow. I stole my uncle's tapes. He was pissed because he paid like $100 shit.
I just thought. But back to the story. So this man really put this whole USB cord up his whole ordeal.
But what I don't understand is how was he measuring it?
He was trying to connect to the Matrix.
He was trying to connect to something.
But my thing is, I don't know. Wasn't it painful going in there?
I don't know how big his urethra is.
Right.
But that's
I mean, for the USB part though,
you kept going. That's a lot of cord.
Look,
was it iPhone or Android?
look at that. That's an actual.
It's all the way in.
That's the square piece.
And that looked like a 6-foot cord. That don't even look like a little thing.
And then it got tied up it's tied up in a knot down there.
Is this Android? Let me see this. Because one I'm about to get sued.
What?
Android or Apple?
You looking for the C connect, the lightning?
The lightning bolt.
This is Android.
What if he tried to plug himself? Never mind.
Android about to get sued.
Why is this not on the label?
Please,
And he
do not put me-
And he would win. And stories like this would win.
Yes.
There is nothing on the label that says I can't put it up there. Why didn't y'all put a label on it?
Oh my God.
Your kid is bored.
I'm just
Spend
saying.
time with your kids.
Right. Take that man to the park.
15-year-old boy, man. I just hope that he recovers good. I hope it doesn't mess up with any of his
I hope that he don't for being stupid.
No,
I don't want to know.
People are stupid.
It's embarrassing enough getting the fucking drink pulled out the drink.
The joint pulled out the joint. What?
I don't know.
I'm just saying. I don't get why he
And
would
he
do
got
it.
tangled.
It got tangled when it got in there.
Oh,
But I'm just saying, I don't understand his point. Like, there are measuring you can get the little measuring, you know how the people do it for the seamstress?
Right.
You can get it from Amazon for like $2.
You go to the dollar store.
Don't they got a ruler app on your phone?
I don't.
They do got a ruler app on your phone.
No, I don't know how that works.
No, I use it for furniture.
Yeah, sure you do.
Just like how from this wall to this wall.
You know, if you put it on an angle, it makes it look like I'm joking.
After 18 minutes, it looks longer.
You know what?
18 to 40 minutes.
I'm dying, guys.
We ain't talking about that on here. We talking about that off air.
Yeah. But anyway, so I hope this kid gets a speedy recovery and that it doesn't hurt. It doesn't stop him from possibly having kids in the future. Because at the end of the day, this is still somebody's child, somebody, future husband or whatever. So hopefully everything recovers well and he'll be.
That's a full clip. For a parent, that's a clip. When he gets older and have his own grandkids, your dad was dumb enough to put a USB cord in his dick.
At that point,
don't worry.
I'm taking all cords out your room. You have no cord.
Oh no,
You ain't got no lamp.
I don't even want to know what the hospital bill was.
Facts.
It don't matter.
He was peeing blood. That's that's scary for anybody that's healthy.
What did he think he wasn't going to be blood?
I don't know what he thought. I didn't know what he thought to put it up there, so I definitely don't know what he thought.
Maybe he was watching Jackass.
15
years old did that. Yeah. So that's the crazy.
I think at 15 you
so
just discovered.
Was it crazy enough for you?
You won. You win. She won. Fuck the mom beating the girl ass. Cords up your dicks.
Yeah, so I just wanted to know how y'all felt. Cause like y'all men, y'all got them.
So I don't have no comment.
I never thought about doing that.
I can't comment on stupidity.
I'll stick to the couch.
I'm not sticking to a couch at 32.
I mean, not now, but Fitzgerald me.
That's just nasty.
That's why.
I mean, 32. I mean, they got all types of fleshlights and all this other shit. They got whole ass dolls with titties and shit.
All that stuff spooks me out. All of it. Like, that's spooky.
I ain't mad at it.
What you think it's gonna be like an Annabelle? You're gonna be watching when you
I just think it's not a person. Like it's spooky. It's just.
I mean, someone said a controversial statement like, "What's between that and a lazy lay?"
Oh.
Yeah, well, you want to take a shot?
Time for the question of the week. So, I got a 50-second clip. I want y'all to listen to this. Pretty much this woman goes around asking other women, how important is money to you when it comes to relationships? And I want y'all to hear their responses and then give me your own response on how you feel how important money is. Okay? You ready?
How important is money to you in a relationship? It's important. It's not that big of a deal. So you'll be with a broke person. No money. You have to try. And you give him an allowance in the meantime? I'm not gonna lie. I do a whole bunch of stupid shit when I'm in love.
Not important at all. I feel like them being in a relationship with me, I could get them to where they need to be. So that money's not a problem.
Write it out. I know I'm not one for sure. I will never write it out, but we have to write. How important is money to you in a relationship?
It's everything. If you don't have any money, then, it's just, what's the point?
Ooh. I mean, it's not the number one thing, but I'm not gonna expenses.
Hell no. Get your ass a job.
Invest. How important is
Period. So before we start with you,
Well, me.
we're gonna go to Rome
Ladies
first.
first.
You wanna go ladies first?
Y'all haven't done ladies first this whole episode.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go first. I'll go first since I'm the guest. You about to ask me how important is money to me in a relationship, or just how important is money to me?
In a relationship, sir.
So I
What
feel
does
like-
she need to have to date you and be with you? It's
So,
money.
well, I'm married now, so I guess I got to take that off the table, right?
Maybe when you first met her. Did she have
Here's the funny thing about, so when I first met her, I was working and she wasn't working.
So money's not that important to you.
So money, but I mean, we were also younger though. See what I'm saying?
Age.
Like, so I
think age is a factor.
So yeah, I was working since I was what, 16, right? From 16 to 21, I was at that same job.
Right.
Money is so, of course, because I'm still the topic on my podcast. That's why I grabbed my phone for right now.
No, shout out to the podcast. Name podcast?
BMMW Pod on IG. It's BMMW Podcast on Facebook.
Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna tag it.
But it's one of those things where it's definitely important, right? Because you want to be in a relationship with somebody that can bring something to the table. However, I mean, and it's not even however, because even before you get to that point, you definitely want, relationship is give and take. So if I'm buying stuff for you, I want you to buy me something back. It doesn't always have to be as grand, right?
Reciprocal.
Right. So it's important, but it's not the end all be all. But I just feel like it's different. The male perspective and the female perspective is different because we're told that the man is supposed to lead. So if you're supposed to lead, you're supposed to have something. So if you have nothing, how you leading with nothing? So as a man, yes, you need something.
Yeah.
But as a female, you don't. It's not the. I don't think it's the end all be all of a relationship with somebody that doesn't work. Like, but even at that, like if I'm working and I'm bringing home all the money, you at home, what you doing? You have to be doing something to contribute, whether it's cooking, cleaning. And I think that's why a lot of the older relationships was able to work like in the past because it's like, all right, you go to work and do all this. You're going to have these babies and clean this house and cook this food. Nah, no. So I don't agree with it now.
I get what you're saying.
Because I also feel like that the reason why a lot of the relationships worked back then as opposed to now is because you didn't know that Henry was cheating and that Henry got a whole other side of the family 2 states over.
Oh yeah, you found out at the funeral.
You exactly.
yeah, 100%.
But then even some didn't know because it's like, okay, well, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
He has all of the money. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
So I think it's
Yeah.
That's funny. We were just talking about that.
because Henry was like crazy back in the day.
You can have a whole brother around the corner, don't know it.
And y'all friends.
Facts.
So yeah.
You can have a cousin, you don't even know.
Correct.
It's there.
Yeah.
Facts.
So I definitely, it's definitely, you want something, but you don't have to have everything. You don't necessarily have to match what I'm bringing, but you have to add to what I'm bringing.
Right.
That's what I'll say.
You gotta be an asset.
The person's supposed to compliment you.
Right.
Go ahead, B. What you think?
Okay, I can only speak from my experience. I believe it's important, and that's because of the way I was raised. The men in my life, they always took care of the woman. And when I say that, I mean like my grandfather always took care of my grandmother. My grandmother, she didn't really have to work. I know we talk about different generations, but I'm getting there.
I'm about to say, okay, go ahead.
I'm just talking about from my point of view of the men in my life, right?
Because what you was
It's what's
taught.
my experience.
Yeah.
My uncle, granted, it took him a while to get married, but when he got married, he bought her a car that same week. When he was getting married, he got her a house. Within I think about a month, he set his family up. You know what I'm saying? He took care of her. My uncle Nat, he got married. He just a regular, mid class working for like Amtrak. Took care of his spouse, set her up for a house, car,
Right.
So, but the woman's role, not saying they didn't have to work, but they made sure they did their manly, I guess you could say, their manly duties of what they consider a man was supposed to do for a household.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So that meant taking care financially and the stuff over their wife and their children. I would want the same thing. I'm not saying you have to make more than me and completely provide.
Right.
But what I am saying is that I want you to have something at the table. So if I'm having a rough week, you can be like, babe, I got the bills this month.
Yeah.
Or I got this. What do you need? And there's been times I've been in a pinch and I'm like, oh my God, I really want to go to Philly. He's like, well, how much you need to get to Philly? Give me $200 or whatever when I don't have it. That's why I say it's a compliment. Because there may be a time which, y'all really hard-headed and ask for help from time to time. But when you do, or when you accept the help, you know that you have a ride or die, which I think that was in the video.
Yeah.
You got a ride or die there. They'll be like, you don't ask much, so take that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's, well, at least for myself, because I'm such an independent person that I am, it's a two-way street because I don't ask for much. People are so freely to give.
Yeah.
And if you don't ask for much, I'm so freely to voluntarily give because we complement each other.
Correct.
No one has to be like, oh, I make this, so you need to. No one. It's all about how you present yourself and what you want in your relationship. So with that being said, I believe money is important because when you're over the 30s, you're trying to get a house, you're trying to start a family, you're trying to. Well, I think we were talking about 401ks earlier. Like you're really start thinking about, hey. Yeah. I'm getting old now. I need to start saving up for when I don't want to work no more. When I want to. Yeah. So you can't save up for nothing if you have nothing. And that's just how the world rolls right now, unfortunately. So I believe it is important because that's all I've seen. The men provide.
Yeah.
And like I said, my aunt still worked. My grandmom, she worked when they were younger, but. Yeah. Like everybody still put their 2 cents. It didn't have to be, like I said, the same amount. Right. But it was still, like I said, a compliment. And then I still had food on the table, still, took care of kids, but they still complimented in that way that, hey, if you want me to take care of utilities, I take utilities. You just take care of the mortgage and the yard and all the other stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I do. And I don't mean that in a vain way. Hopefully I explained enough where it doesn't seem like I'm like, a gold digger, like, take care of me,
I didn't get that.
I really, you know what I'm saying? I think it's important. I can't be with nobody that isn't financially there.
Stable,
Yeah, especially at 32 years old, bro. Like, I don't mind you being an entrepreneur. I don't mind you being a hustler, having 3 or 4 jobs. I love a hustler.
This is insecure.
Huh?
And you don't mind you working at Best Buy trying to get your business off the ground?
I don't mind because
you're so insecure. The show.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind it because you work in one job in aspirations of building your dream.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't mind supporting that at all. Right. But you're not going to be sitting on my couch, Jody, while I'm out here.
That's what the lady said. You
Jody, my Jody.
You ain't gonna be sitting on my couch using my car while I'm out here grinding and slaving. And you ain't doing nothing. You ain't cooking like Rose said. You ain't cooking. Rose said you ain't cooking. You ain't helping take out the trash. You ain't doing a damn thing but being a little
he was grinding.
Who?
Jody was grinding.
Doing what? All right.
Peanut.
You stupid.
He was grinding.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think it's important.
I'll bring that back. It's gonna be a callback to that. But anyway, my opinion. I agree with y'all. Me personally, when I look forward with a person, as long as you can take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. Like if you need help here and there, cool, but don't depend on me with everything.
That makes sense.
Now, if I'm single 10, 15 years from now, sugar daddy vibes all day. I don't get 2 fucks. Don't get 2 fucks. What you need? What's that? What's your sperm bill? Yeah, did y'all see that TikTok with the old man dancing and people like stitching it? Yeah. And I mean, like when you gotta pay your bill,
yeah,
sugar daddy. I'll show you. It's funny as fuck.
It is funny.
But that's see that.
Life goals.
Yeah, and he got like finger waves on his head. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Let me take it down, babe. It's horrible.
But yeah, I agree with both of you guys. Money is important, but not like an abundance. Like you ain't gotta be super rich.
Right.
Just enough to take care of your own shit. That's it. That's all. So. We should post this question, see what everyone else thinks.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, we're gonna post this question. Next, we should get into drunk games or recommendations. What do you want to do?
Let's do recommendations real quick.
Okay, I'll go first. When I said it was a callback, here's a go. So, did you know House Party 1 and 2 is on Netflix
right now? Netflix, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, on Netflix right now. Now, here we go. Remember the classic dance scene with Kid and Play and they doing it?
Somebody's wedding.
Yeah. Gina and the other lady,
who was still gorgeous, by the way.
Yes, that's Jody's mom.
60. Yeah, she's like 60 now.
She's Jody's mom.
Yes.
and Baby Boy.
Yes.
The same woman.
I know who.
Oh, y'all knew that?
Yeah.
I did.
She doesn't age.
Bro,
she's gorgeous.
She's still bad.
She's like her and Regina King.
King and Hall both bad.
I mean, King and Hall. Yeah.
They both bad.
Regina King, the one that was in This Christmas That Beat the Bull.
Yeah.
She's still gorgeous.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
Most definitely.
And she's amazing.
Yeah.
So, if y'all want to watch something classic, House Party 1, 2, and 3 on Netflix right now. I know that's old. Something recent that just came out on Netflix. Kate. It's a movie.
Caitlyn.
Kate. K-A-T-E.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No, it's in my queue to watch.
Yeah, y'all should watch it. Long story short, she's an assassin. Someone poisoned her. She has 24 hours to live. Now she has 24 hours to kill the nigga that poisoned her. And she's trying to hunt this person down. And it's action on fucking action. I love fucking... all some Rambo shit, like the bullet go through your shit explode, like action.
That's Mortal Kombat.
Bro.
Fatality.
And it's like based in Japan, so you know the swords, niggas can cut up.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Sushi filet.
It's in my queue.
Kate is a great watch. Watch that. But for some classic shit, watch House Party 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Alright.
You got something, Room?
Married at First Sight is one of my favorites.
I like that.
It's pretty good. And what I said earlier, Chicago Med. So Chicago Med, I don't watch it. I be listening to it because my wife watches it. But I be catching back like, oh, this joint is official.
Oh, okay. Chicago Med is on Netflix, right?
Yes, I think she's been.
I've watched it on Hulu.
And there's another Med, the one that got Morris Chestnut and Malcolm Jamal Warner in it. I can't think of the name of it.
No.
General Hospital?
No, not at all.
General Hospital.
No, wait, I'm trying to think of it. The Resident.
The Resident is good.
That's
I've never
The
seen
Resident? No, it's not The Resident.
I think it is The Resident.
It is The Resident because oh my god, it's my show. Oh my god,
I haven't seen it.
Is it coming back? Is it coming back?
So I'm one of the people where I be catching stuff late. I never go back and binge watch. I just watch it for where I catch it at. Cause I don't want to go back and find out what happened. I don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
Like right now, this joint is official.
Yeah, Resident is really good.
And I think the thing that it's annoying, but it's good because you got two doctors who are like they're two African American doctors.
Malcolm
with
Jamal
big egos.
Warner plays the absolute dog shit out of this role.
Yes, that's one of my favorites.
I'm gonna play it.
They're gonna play it. It's the best. This is the best. I mean, everybody knows from the Cosby. This is the best role. Not to mention, I mean, because I'm where I'm from. He got the where I'm from. He got the beard glistening I'm sorry. He do. The beard is full.
Mine ain't get there yet, so I don't care about nobody who got a full.
You be alright. His jaw
if you got a full beard, I don't like you.
That jaw glistening. It's like he put shea butter in there. That jaw is moisturized. He looks good, and then it's such a good show. It's such a good show. But yeah.
Check those out. And even with the Chicago series, Med's good, Fire is good, and Chicago PD is good too.
Okay.
All right, what you got?
So my show, it's called Sex Education. New episodes just came out on Friday. Yeah. How you doing? Sex Education. It's about a show. I think it's staged out in the UK, and it's like teenagers, and the one kid mom is a sex therapist. So
he gets it honest.
Huh?
He gets it honest.
Yeah, so what happens is that I don't know how, but some teenager was having problems in the bathroom stall or whatever, and he was like, "Get out of here before I beat you up." He's like, "You're probably going through something, like a diagnosis that his mom may say."
Right.
And he's like, "Wait, tell me more." And then with that happening, it was like word spread that they started a business of charging kids. Now you know since high school they like charging kids and they meeting in the stall, giving advice of like sex.
Oh shoot.
Sex education, and it's like $20 a session or $40 a session or whatever, and it's starting to become a little business, and of course little inter-circle dramas, but that's literally what the whole show is about and how it's getting together. And man,
is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's number 1 right now, and I've watched every season. I'm waiting for it to be like complete. I don't know if they did half shows or not, but that's number 1. And then Lucifer, if you ever watched that show, that's a really good show.
I gotta get back into that. I only watched season 1.
You know, I was hesitant to watch it because I'm like, I'm not watching no show about the devil, just whatever.
Yeah.
But the way
I heard it was good. I just
it's
watched it.
so good. The way they wrote it actually makes you question, like, is the devil really evil, or was he put in that role by God to be evil?
Or is he just lonely?
It makes
had
you
one
really-
best friend.
Yeah, it makes you question, like, if this is God's child, why would he banish his child to be the king of all of the undead, of all the unruly, when he made a mistake? If he can forgive these humans that he created, why can't he forgive his own son? It makes you really question, like, is his grace only sufficient to his creations, but then you created him? So it makes you really question everything that you already know about your belief system as far as Christianity goes.
Right.
And it's really like, interesting. So definitely those two are really good recommendations. All right.
So you guys, time for drunk games.
All right. So the rules are as follows. You have 5 seconds. Well, read the piece of paper. You have 5 seconds to answer what the paper says.
Okay.
Shoot, pour me a shot.
The 5 seconds starts after you finish
Reading it.
Okay.
After you finish.
So I can look at it for like 10 minutes?
No,
you can read aloud.
After you read it, pass me
Read
the-
aloud.
After you read it, you have 5 seconds. I started after the person finished reading.
First of all, can we recognize how reading aloud is triggering? Especially in school.
Not reading out loud is triggering. I'm done.
Be like, can you read out loud?
Now when you being 40 years old, can't read out loud.
I mean, it happens. Get nervous, but shit, I mess up all the time.
Who wants to go first? You going first?
I'll go first since you're doing it. After I finish reading, okay?
I know. I just said the rules. See how you get all scared?
Sound like Cardi B.
So old.
South Park's old?
No, go ahead. I just say you're so old.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Name 5 car makes in 5 seconds. Dodge, Toyota, Honda, Mercedes. Fuck!
Yeah, 4.
God damn it.
Damn.
That was close.
I don't think I'm gonna like this here.
You ready, Ron?
I didn't even name my own car make. That's
I
fucking
was
sad.
in my hand. I'm like, okay, all right, all right.
All right, brother.
I don't like this shit. All right,
He said I didn't even look at it yet.
I don't like it. Name 5 childhood cartoons in 5 seconds. Rugrats, Doug, Rocket Power. Ooh.
Take that shot, nigga. That's not right.
You was on the road.
Wait,
And I don't know
what I watch.
What is Rocket Power?
You know
You
Rocket
ever seen
Power?
Rocket Power? When they be on the skateboards?
Me too.
Oh my god.
I don't know Rocket Power.
I would have been Tom and Jerry, Scooby Doo.
Ninja Turtles? Outrageous?
I forgot. Hey Arnold. What the fuck?
Hey Arnold. Yo.
All right.
Gullah Gullah Island.
It was a cartoon.
No.
Blue's Clues. You know, Steve left us a message.
I mean, he left us all the I'm proud of you. He's proud of all of us. He's proud of all
He
of
not
us.
proud of him. He
He's
not
not
proud
proud
of
of him.
I said, yo. You know how many people never heard that somebody was proud of them?
Steve,
Like,
you got to decide that quickly?
No, like, cause, all right.
Yo, Steve had everybody crying last
I
week.
didn't
I
cry.
put my-
It was
put my
funny.
down.
It was funny.
It's like that.
So here's me, right? I think a lot. Like if I'm in the bathroom, if I'm on the toilet, I'm thinking. Recipes come from me sitting in the toilet, like stuff like that.
Right.
This is why y'all men take so long to shit.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
So I was sitting there and I was looking at the video.
Shit's probably like 5 minutes. The rest of it on phone.
Yeah.
I know.
So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, oh wow, this kind of deep. I said, damn, a lot of people never heard that anybody's proud of them. I said, this is some good stuff. I go on social media. Steve said, y'all some suckers. Shut up. Y'all the thugs that nobody never told you was proud of.
Right.
Drugs.
You gotta look at him.
Okay. You know.
You did?
All right, you ready?
Right? Good.
Name 5 card games in 5 seconds. Blackjack, Uno, Take 5, Dose, Monopoly. Oh no, not Monopoly.
Too late.
Damn it.
Take that shot.
Monopoly?
That's what I thought. Board games.
Penny bet, spades? What's going on?
I had 4.
You should have said spades first.
Blackjack, spades, tongue.
Because I was thinking that it was still the same card decks. I was like, let me try to be versatile, and I wasn't going back to regular.
That's what you get for thinking too much.
At least I got 4. What you got?
I had 4 too.
Oh.
I had 3.
Oh, it was you that had 3.
My
So, we
Man.
have to pour up another shot for the end of the episode
Oh.
shot. Now, Rome, can you let our listeners know, and our viewership, know where they can find you at, man.
Give me 1 second, because I'm terrible. I should know all my stuff off the top of my head, but I really, really don't. It's bad.
Oh gosh.
So, in terms, I have 2 Facebook pages. No, I'm lying. I got, well, actually I do. I got 2 Facebook, 2 Instagrams. My personal Instagram is Chef Rome, EST89. That's on IG. And then my business one, give me 1 second so I can switch over. Nope, that's not it neither. The
That's
business
troll
one,
page.
what is going on here? This is bad. I got 3 Instagrams all linked, and for some reason, it's not going.
Sounds incriminating.
My chef page is The Roman Way, TheeRomenWay. For those of you who want information on the podcast,
Yes.
the podcast will be dropping on the 22nd of this month. Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Wednesday.
I didn't know like when you guys.
Yeah, we release
I believe
everything
y'all put it out on
We're
Monday.
leaving tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, cool. So y'all catch it just in time. Wednesday, we will be dropping our first episode of the Black Married Man podcast on Instagram as well. That is DWF Podcast. You can find us there. We will be having a wellness check. We're going to start off our Mondays with a mental check Mondays. We're going to start that. We just recently posted a picture of this. It was like a crazy face that I made. We posted a picture and we asked people to put up the best caption. The best caption wins. Nobody knew what they were winning, but because we already picked the winner, I can tell y'all they won some sauce. This very sauce here. That was the flavor that they won. So we did announce the winner today, I believe. Yeah.
Man, I didn't know about no competition.
All right, we didn't sign up for that.
You followed the page.
Yeah, but I didn't see a competition.
I'm about to follow the
We
page.
posted it.
I'm about to follow the page. That's fine.
My algorithm is so off. It's like I get the same amount of certain amount of people that show up on my timeline for some reason. Instagram and Facebook stuff is all jacked up.
Yeah.
I would be refreshing it 2 or 3 times and it'd be like some of the same stuff. I'm like, all right, I'm getting off.
And
This picture.
just in case you're looking to find us, V, where can you find us at?
Oh, that's a good one. So you can find us on Podbean. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Pandora. You can find us on Apple Podcasts. You can find us on Google Play, Alexa, Castbox.
TuneIn.
Yeah, TuneIn, Alexa. You can also, I say Podbean. Yeah, I said Podbean. You can also obviously watch us on YouTube. Follow us.
Like and subscribe.
Ay.
Comment. Talk shit.
Yes, let's do it. IG, obviously, Drunk with Friends with a Z. Facebook, Drunk with Friends with a Z. You can email us at drunkwithfriends.
DW Friends.
DW Friends with a Z at gmail.com. If you want to see us on House Party, we're
Clubhouse.
What's that, House Party?
Yes. How you took it back?
No, there's an app called House Party.
No, House Party used to do the phone line.
I know what you're talking about, but there's an actual app called House Party.
Oh, I didn't know.
Y'all don't know about it. I can show y'all right now.
I ain't that no.
I believe
I'm about to say,
coming soon. We go to your house party too.
yeah, well, Clubhouse, whatever. We're there too, Drunk Friends. If you want to be a guest, like I said, email us on Gmail or DM me. I'm the one.
Or text her if you got her number.
Which y'all know. So you ain't getting me in trouble.
I say you're coming to Maryland. What's up?
Yeah. But we're always welcome. We can do Zoom calls. We can do audio call. We're down to do any collaborations. If you have a business you want to talk about, come on, let's do it. We can do an interview. If you have an idea you want to explore, if you want to come over here and drunk with us, we do it all. Yeah. So thank you again for listening to our episode. I mean, really, we supply the alcohol. You just got to bring your own chaser.
That's bro. We nice right now.
Well, like, bring it. And I mean,
pay attention to everything she said, because when I first was looking at their podcast, I put friends with an S, and I'm like, this is not working. And this was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this is not working. I was at the train station. I was getting mad. I'm like, yo. And I was like, ooh, that's a Z.
A Z. So definitely pay attention to details.
Definitely pay attention.
Copyright issues. That's the only reason.
I mean, listen, because and I was mad, and it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. Somebody, I'm about to take 7 o'clock in the morning. So it was something she posted on social media. It made me go and like look. Yeah. So I went and looked like, listen, like I was probably like a month late. So I probably listened to like 4 or 5 episodes. Like
you was listening to us in our raunchy.
Yeah, in the beginning. Yeah. But I mean, it's
we just deleted some of those.
Yeah, we was.
I know the feeling. Like you know, listen, you know how many episodes we had to edit?
Yeah.
Like I know the feeling, man.
Yeah. But again, we want to say thank you, Rom.
All the way from Philly.
Appreciate it.
I want to say thank you. You know, you have a special place in my heart. I've known you for so long.
You're also.
I know, Sugar Plum. Yeah.
This is my prom date.
Right, on the prom date. He was one of the 3 that I went on that year.
You went on 3 proms that year?
Yeah. So moving on.
Oh,
you
wow.
guys, I hope you guys have fun.
I just didn't know. I didn't know.
Let's take a shot.
You guys have a great
We'll
week.
plug everybody's stuff.
Cheers.
This is a great pod. I
enjoyed myself so much.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Mm-hmm.